Hi, it's T with TeaQuilts, and I'm here today to do another quilt block for you. It's called Spiral Star, and it takes 5 fabrics. So let me show you the fabrics first, and then we will get started with the cutting. Fabrics needed is a background fabric, and you're going to need quite a bit of background fabric. So I'd say maybe a fat quarter for the background. Next, you'll choose a color family. I chose the color family of red. So I need 4 medium to light pieces of red. So I have 4 different reds here. And then I need 1 more in the same color family for a total of 5. That's a little bit darker than all of the other pieces. So I'm hoping you can see the contrast here between the other pieces. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do some cutting, and I will come back and tell you what I've cut. So I've cut all of my pieces out, and I'll just start with what I've cut. From the darkest red fabric, I cut 5 2-inch squares. From the 4 sets of fabrics that were in lighter color, in the same color family, I cut 3 2-inch squares. They're just stacked, so it's 4 fabrics in each stack. Then from the background fabric, you need 4 5-inch squares. You need 8 2-inch by 3 1/2 inch rectangles, and then you need 12 2-inch squares in the background. So the first thing that we do is that we make a 9 patch with the 5 red dark squares. I'm going to slide it over just so I can show you the next thing that gets sewn, and then I'll come back with all of this sewn together. So you take each color family, and you're going to put a 3 1/2 inch rectangle on the top and bottom. And then add a square on each side of the center. So for each color family, I'm going to sew a set exactly like this. So I will go sew all of these units, and then I will come back and show you the next step. I have the 4 blocks that will be along the sides of the 9 patch, as well as I cut the fabrics for my corner squares. So let's lay this out. So we actually want these blocks here to touch on the 4 sides, and we want them to spiral out. So got a block there, a block here, so that's how we want our 4 blocks to be laid out. So when it's sewn together, it kind of looks like they're spinning off of the center square, and then you just add your background squares for the corners. So I know I got the top part up here. Let me see if I can slide it down a little. Okay, so that's my block, and it's one giant 9 patch. So I'm going to go sew it together, and then I'll come back and talk about some options for this block as well. I'm back with my completed block, and the block finishes at 13 1/2 inches and 14 inches unfinished. So each section finishes at 4 1/2 inches. Now some choices you can do with this block. I kind of like the color the color star. They're calling it the spiral star, but I kind of like to have the blocks all in one color. I guess you could make it so that they were scrappy. But I think what I would like to do with this block is that I would like to make the background scrappy and then leave the color families within each block, since it doesn't take a lot of material for the actual prints. That way you don't have to use fat quarters or yardage. You can just go ahead and use scraps of anything that you have in your background. So that's it for this video. I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video. See you in my next one. Bye-bye.